My name is Valentina Kuhlen. I have a German nationality and graduated with the MBA from HEC Paris in June 24. I live in Frankfurt, Germany, and working for a bank headquartered in Manama, Bahrain. And my role involves finding financial solutions for the large corporations, particularly those who are heavily involved in export, especially to Arabic countries. And though I had a diploma in IT in computer science, my career path led me straight into the banking sector, and I started in the financial structuring, moved to the bank product sales, and now I'm focusing on building relationship with the multi-million-dollar companies in Europe. Initially, my goal was to complement my professional experience with leadership and management qualification. So basically, I didn't want to learn from my own mistakes anymore, and I wanted to avoid the costly mistakes which can occur like in the mid-career, and also like learning from the best and building a network with like-minded professionals. So by the second or third model, I don't remember exactly, I felt like I have a clear vision of what I could achieve and where I wanted to go. It was also time where I regained the confidence and I had my younger years. And so it was like shaping my outlook and my ambitions. And I guess in the end, the EBA delivered everything what I wanted and even more. I was choosing between 4 business school initially, and I finally applied for 2. And from the very beginning, HEC Paris stood for me like for the strong of mix academic excellence, also like practical relevance, and also people like high caliber individuals, which is attracts. And the courses were not only academically solid, but also closely aligned with the current market trends and real-world business scenarios. So, for example, one of the highlights for me was the business environment course, where we analyzed the implication of AI. And then you have to imagine it was November 22, right when the ChatGPT was making its breakthrough, and we already was analyzing and applying the concept in the class. So it was incredibly timely and insightful. And I guess the program attracts individuals with a similar values, also ambitions, and often like attitude, even they have completely different character. And they are also like willing to put an extra mile and the meticulous work just required. And I also like the professors. They were another standout, that they were not only academically brilliant, but also hold influential position in the industry. And I would just say majority of them had an incredible ability to keep a diverse cohort of us, of 68 people in the course, like intellectually engaged and often delivering more than you expect from the TED Talks. So I really enjoyed it, yeah. You can probably tell it from my smile now that it was an incredible experience. For the first model, I brought some books to read, but from the day one, I realized that our cohort was far more engaging than anything in those pages. We elected a social representative, but also a group to organize activities after a long day of the EMBA studies. So we did everything from sport events to wine tasting, featuring like wines from each participant countries, but also we did the network sessions among us to get to know each other. So it's really like ignited my energy again. Just given an example, for instance, I'm not a coach potato by myself, but I've decided to take an Ironman alongside like the 10 people from our cohort. And guess what? I completed it in June, my Ironman, just 2 weeks after the graduation. And I would say so that the team spirit and our support along this sport tournament was incredible. So it was like more or less encouragement and the mindset of my students that I wouldn't probably dare to do it without it. And look, I'm still keeping my Ironman bracelet to keep memories alive, so it shaped me. I would say to narrow down my entire MBA experience to just one impactful course with the professor, that would be impossible or just simply an oversimplification. So in the fact, I would say there were maybe 5 courses that I still frequently reference or consult depending on the challenge and task which I face. So as you might see from educational background, so I'm deeply rooted in the world of numbers like computer science and also financial precision. They were like my basics, my foundation. And this MBA program was instrumental in helping me to transition from like analytical mindset to more situational or strategic approach. So it's helped me to do strategic decision and also like shape my like targeted communication skills. Just for example, the leadership course was transformative. Teaching us how to navigate paradoxes is also like try to create win-win scenarios. Then it was a business environment course that with a deep dive in the complex scenarios, like we did the OPEX simulation, we discussed the mega trends that shape the global environment, or we were thinking which political events or which kind of events should lead for the giants like Google to fall. It also helped me to understand like more economic and political development and decoupling and deglobalization in the current event. And in the end, it was also a marketing course. And surprisingly, I don't like marketing, but in this case, I was learning to learn or to compel a narrative, which is necessarily for business or any beginning. And lastly, if I would to choose something useful tool in my everyday work, it would be Odyssey 314. That is a framework from our strategy professor, and the approach was inventing on the business model by balancing value proposition but also profit equation. And I don't just apply it just to create a business model now. It's like more go-to for product development and also generate new ideas to boost the sales. Yeah, I guess it was 5. There were some key lessons. And first, it was the idea of growing the pie. So in the business, we often face the zero-sum game. So if the one company gain market share, then another must lose it. And the major takeaway from the HEC was reinforced by the focus also on CDG goals, was that the business growth doesn't have to come at the expense of other stakeholders or environment in this case, and also can be applied in every decision. And then I've also learned, which was very, very important for me, like to apply situational and the purposeful leadership. So actually I read through all leadership materials twice, because especially in daily life, like we as employers, managers, or other market player constantly deal with ambiguity, paradoxes, and also governance changes. And there were no one-size-fits-all solution, and these tools gained help to overcome like mental biases and improve the situational approach every day if we choose to. So I would just say again, it was here 2 key ways that helped me in my role. So as a German working for a Arabic bank, I've always been naturally polite and observant. But however, navigating in this foreign culture in a professional environment requires just more than politeness. And in our program, we spent a day discussing the culture map. Me coming like from the culture, which is focused on tasks, facts, figures, and also direct like individualistic communication, it wasn't instinctive to adopt this more or less relationship which values relationship, also is emotional expressiveness. And this course taught me how to incorporate this cultural expectation while talking to people, and also behavioral patterns into my communication with the headquarters, like speaking the same language. And I would just say it's also like learning to influence, but without the authority given. And the second one, I would say that was a concept, very interesting concept about the relationship equity and the tools like measuring willingness to pay. So I would say in the industry like luxury or automotive, where the products like Tesla can charge premium prices, the banking sector operates differently. And with the help of these tools, it also helped me to enhance competitiveness and attract clients with the different risk profiles and different willingness to pay. So I dig in the concept like cost-based value versus value-based approach. It also calculated perceived value, and that's helped me in my day work, and also find the concept to focus on offering better, like kind of the better services that clients can trust, and also trying to be innovative. Absolutely. So before joining the MBA, so the idea of the entrepreneurship seemed distant, especially from, I would just say, a risk perspective. But the MBA opened like my eyes to the fact that you don't need to quit your job or embrace entrepreneurial mindset just to add value to the enterprises. One of the projects which I have been working on, it was developing mutual investment opportunities for our cohort. So, and leveraging like our diverse market knowledge, experience, and geographical insight. But that is still work in progress. And we were taught how to identify pain points to develop market solution. And it was an interesting concept, the concept of the ikigai, I called it. So that is a Japanese idea which lies on the intersection. So the mainly you need to find the intersection of what you love, what you're good at, what the world needs, and what you can be paid for. And that was very particularly inspiring for me. And this concept helped me or led me to the idea in field of the epigenetics and longevity. So I saw there significant market gap in what European medicine can offer, particularly in the way how we can stay active and age gracefully and live not necessarily long, but good life in the later second part of our life. So the entrepreneurship, as I have learned, it wasn't just about the pioneering or creating new venture. It was also about reinventing and adapting to the current market needs. And I guess so. I hope you will hear more in the near future about this project.